Dan Dix here, reporting for Press for Truth, coming at you here in Dresden, Germany, at the site of the 2016 Bilderberg conference. As you can see, they already have the barricades up here at the hotel, and we've already been inside, spent the night in there last night, and just found out just about an hour ago that they've already released the participants list and also a list of what is going to be on the agenda this year. So today I want to quickly break this down for you. On the agenda, they say there's going to be talking about some of the first talking points they have are current events is on the agenda. I mean, it's so vague, so broad, you might as well just be saying we're going to discuss some concepts in there. Number 2 on the agenda is China. Again, very, very vague, but I have a feeling with everything going on with gold over there, that's certainly going to be a big talking point. Now, some of the more concerning ones for me are namely the Middle East. Now, over the last few years, we know that they've been discussing Syria and Iran. However, I think this year, in regards to what they're going to be discussing in the Middle East, is certainly going to be this limited hangout that was the 28 missing pages of this 9/11 investigation that's now going to attempt to pin the blame on Saudi Arabia. I think that is going to be the focus here on how to deal with Saudi Arabia, not just Syria and Iran. They're also talking about Europe and the migration crisis. It is alleged that Angela Merkel is going to be here in attendance. She actually was invited for the first time back in 2005, and sure enough, just 5 months later, she became Chancellor of Germany, and now she's about to attend for the second time. No doubt they're going to be discussing the issue of the migrants flooding into Europe, and Merkel is set to be here. However, she did not appear on the list. But we know often they don't publish everyone on the list who is actually in attendance. Now, cybersecurity and technological innovation are also on the agendas. I think this is going to be about silencing the internet. They failed with SIPA, they failed with SOPA and PIPA and ACTA, and all of these things are trying to shut us down from being able to share information such as this. So I think that's going to be on the agenda as well. But more importantly, the one that stands out for me is they talk about the emergence of the precariat class. And I didn't even know what this word means, had to check it out and look it up, and it turns out this is a new class of people where, you know, unlike the industrial age where people had secured jobs, there's a new class of people who have no security, are jumping from job to job, living from paycheck to paycheck, and essentially there's a whole class of this developing, and they're going to be discussing how are we going to deal with this when everything crashes. Who's going to look after these people? How are they going to take care of themselves? And no doubt they're going to be presenting in here to the delegates that global government is the answer for all of these people's problems. That's always been the agenda for these guys in this building, and that's certainly going to be what they're working on here over the next 3 days as well. So that's just a little bit of a breakdown. A couple of the notable Canadians to point out. Bill Morneau, he's the Canadian finance minister, and knowing Canada's economy is not in good shape, and we're now talking about the potential of starting negative interest rates, certainly that may be on the topic here as well. Chris Hadfield, the Canadian astronaut, is in here. Going to be tomorrow or the next day. That's very interesting that he's going to be there. Really not sure what to make of that one. We're going to look into that one, but that's certainly interesting. I'm not sure that they've ever had an astronaut attend before. But anyways, guys, just wanted to give you a quick breakdown of the official list that was just released and the agendas that they have. They say they're going to be talking about, but as I said, I think it's more so going to be about global government and how to deal with all these issues that they themselves have generated. Stick around. We're going to be live streaming on the inside of Bilderberg on our Facebook page, so join that. We'll put a link in the description here, and stay tuned. We're going to have more video reports coming soon to pressfortruth.ca.